We're asked to identify which expression is larger, 5 squared plus 3 to the fifth, or 3 to the fifth, and then that whole thing squared. So let's just work this out. So let's do the first one here. 5 squared plus 3 to the fifth. 5 squared plus 3 to the, not 35, plus 3 to the fifth. So what is 5 squared? 5 squared is the same thing as 5 times 5, which is equal to 25. So that right there is 25. And what's 3 to the fifth? Well, 3 to the fifth is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And what's this going to be? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. And 81 times 3 is 243. So this up here is the same thing as 25. This is equal to 25. That's what 5 squared is, plus 243. Plus 243, which is equal to what? We can do this in our head. 268, right? 268, right? 268. So that's what this first expression is. Now let's see what 3 to the fifth squared is. So 3 to the fifth squared, this one right here. So it's 3 to the fifth squared. Well, we already figured out what 3 to the fifth is. 3 to the fifth is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's 243. So this right here, this expression right here is 243. And we're going to square that entire thing. So this is equal to 243 squared. Now, they just want to know which expression is larger. And we already have a pretty good sense. The first expression is only 268. The second expression, the number is a little bit smaller than 268, but it's that number squared. This is 243 times 243, which you might already sense is going to be a much larger number than 268. So you should at this point already say, hey, this is a much larger number than that. We don't know the exact number yet. But this, if they just want to know which expression is larger, it's definitely going to be this one. And if you're just out of curiosity, you want to know what that number is, we can solve it. So if we do 243 times 243, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Put a 0 down here. 4 times 3 is 12. Let me do this in a different color so we don't get confused. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Put a 1 here. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Now let's do this last row over here. We have the 2's. We'll put 2 zeros here. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So let's add everything up. And what do we get? We get 9, just a 9 there. 2 plus 2 is 4. 7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 6 is 20. 2 plus 9 is 11. Plus 8 is 19. 1 plus 4 is 5. So you get 59,049, which is clearly way bigger than 268. This expression right here is 59,049.